So we're just doing a little spot of whiting fishing. Got a little squid tube. Peel that open, get rid of all the guts, the quill. Slice that into nice little bits. This one little squid tube will be enough to catch a whole bag limit of sand whiting, which is 30. You don't want big baits for whiting because they actually take the whole bait into their mouth, is the idea of how you actually catch them. So if the bait's too big and whiting are only small, you won't catch very many. So that's about right. Using about a number 9 long shank. These are good little hook because they've got a big barb. Whiting are very good at coming off the hook. That big barb holds them on. Got little beads on the hook. Beads are a bit of bling. Whiting love red, so anything red will attract them. Just bait 3 of those hooks up, which is a legal rig, 3 hooks. Not that anymore. Then we'll just drop that over the side. Down to the bottom, we're only in a couple of metres of water. And we're on. That easy. Nice little pair of whiting. And the first thing I do with the first whiting, I've got my burley pot over the side. We've got a big swell running today. Like I said, they've got big barbs, so they're not easy to get off. Got that one off. I get this right over here. Just got a little live bait hook with a tiny bit of weight. Just push that through from the back towards the front of the fish. Just flip that little livey out there. Let that go to the bottom. Just put that bait runner. Put a little bit of tension so it doesn't overrun, but you don't want much tension at all. That's about right. I'll just leave that sitting there while I'm catching my whiting. And we'll just go for drop number 2. So that gets to the bottom, close the bail arm. The impulse is always there to, as soon as you get a bite, to pull back and jag. But I'll just let them play with that for a little bit, and hopefully instead of just getting 1, I'll get 3. Well, 2's better than 1 anyhow. Doesn't take long to get 30 whiting at this rate. Getting some beautiful big whiting here. Stoked with these. That's all the bait I got left, so I got my 30 whiting. I've got 21 in there. Got 8 big ones that I'm going to keep for dinner. And I'll just check my other line that I had the live bait on, and that'll make my 30. He's still on there because I haven't had a bite. He's still on there, picking nicely, but nothing's decided to have a go at it. So I'll just throw him in the bucket of the whiting that I'm going to use for bait. Use them up the beach. Throw all that bait over, don't need that now. So now I've got my 8 biggest whiting that I've picked out. I'll throw them in this bag. Whiting are horrible slimy critters, so making a mess at home, just throw them in this bag and we're going to scale them, de-slime them. All we'll do when we get home is all we've got to do is take the fillets off. I'll just drop it in this bag here. I've got a smaller mesh bag for the whiting. I'll put the larger fish in this bag without any smaller bag. Just close that gap down, tie that up. There, so it doesn't come undone. Throw that overboard. Pull up the anchor, we'll get going. Right, got the anchor up, I've got the scaler bag out the back. Just put the throttle on, just ease it up. We've got to get that bag rolling on the edge of the wake. Generally about 10-12 knots does the job. That's it, right where we want it there. what we want to scale the fish. We want that bag rolling around the edge of the wake like that. Doing about 11, 12 knots, perfect. Just do that for 7 or 8 minutes and that'll do the job. So that's our scaling done. Scale and de-slime. Let's throw them in the esky now. Keep them nice and cool. They'll be beautiful to eat. Best tasting fish in the sea. Really strange what's going on today. There's seagulls all through the bay feeding on something. I've just dropped the anchor with the burley pot to try and get some skippy, and there's just herring just boiling on the surface everywhere. So I just threw my jig back. Just let that drift in the current and the herring are grabbing it. Already got my bags. Gonna get some skippies. That's our nice cold whiting. Straight out scaler bags. No scales, no slime. Just run down the length of the backbone there. Get past the gut cavity, push the knife flat. And then I just go over the top of the rib cage. There's a nice bone-free fillet. Do the same on the other side. They might not be jewfish, but you're not allowed to catch jewfish anymore now for a few months, and they kill them on flavour. That's something to do, rather than just keep your boat parked in the shed.